Welcome back to the Fever, everybody, for this week's film session. Today, we're out here east of Lubbock and Roosevelt, and Coach Greg Pointer with the Roosevelt Eagles is letting us in the film room. Coach, appreciate you letting us in this week.
No problem, George. I appreciate you being here.
Coach, talk about, you guys are sitting at 5-2, and I think this district is kind of, formed out like we thought it would. There's a division between the first four and the bottom four. You guys are in the first four fighting for a playoff spot.
Yeah, we are, and we got, 3 big games left, and we're looking at, hopefully it comes down to the last game of the season against another really high-ranked team to see if we can get in the playoffs or not.
Talk about this team. We talked at the beginning of the season about how confident you were with this team and about how how close to the team 2 years ago this was. I think maybe this team has taken a few more steps that maybe this might even be a little bit better team than it was 2 years ago.
I think it is. I think one thing, I think we're definitely a little better defensively than we were 2 years ago, and I think we're a little more explosive offensively than we were 2 years ago. Of course, our district is just so tough. I tell people, we've won 5 games. We've lost 2. The only 2 we've lost are the 2 teams. I think one's ranked 5 in the state, one's ranked 7 in the state. And so, we've had a great year, but we're going to find out if it's good enough. We'll know that pretty soon.
Well, one of the things that, I think about your team, we talked about this at the beginning of the season, you mentioned how explosive they were, and we're going to see this on the film in a minute about just how many weapons you guys have that you can get the ball to at any time.
Yeah, we really do, and that's one thing that's helped us. I was going through looking at our stats, and, we've got, I think, 6 different guys that have caught double digits footballs. We've got, 3 different backs that have rushed for at least 100 yards in a game. There's just so many guys that we, can get the ball to. And I will tell you this, everybody talks about us being pass happy. I did our stats. I think we are within 10 yards on our, I think we have 1,200 and something yards rushing and 10 yards less passing or something. So we feel like we're a pretty balanced team, and we do have a lot of weapons.
Well, that's the thing. You are going to be able to throw the football. Most people might not know you brought the mule shoe stuff with you a few years ago.
Yes.
Kind of, and this is going to be one of those staple plays. You call it the quick, just getting it out there and getting it to the guys in space. Kind of take us through the play here, Coach, and show us how it works.
Well, this is a basic formation for us is we have 3 receivers up top, and we like to do it to the wide side of the field, and then 1 back in the backfield. And a running play we run a whole lot is where we take these 2 guys right here and we pull them. It's what we call our GT, our guard and tackle pull. We run it all the time. Well, we try to run a little pass play off of that, and you'll see in a minute these 2 guys are going to pull. He's going to fake like he's coming the GT, but our quarterback's just going to catch it and throw. And we can throw to any of these receivers. On this one, I think he just throws to the middle guy right here. But we give him a run look, and then we have all these linemen. They're just going to take off downfield and see if they can get downfield and block somebody. And so if I can get this going, here we go. He's just going to catch it. And as quick as he can, he's going to get it out to a guy in space, and he gets tripped up. He doesn't end up scoring.
Could have been 6.
It could have been 6, and we have scored on this play. But this is one I just like because you can kind of see the great job that our receivers, all of our receivers have to be blockers. He's going to go get the first thread. He's going to go get the second thread. We're going to give it to an athlete and let him go, and then you can watch our lineman get downfield. I'll run it one more time.
Well, I think the thing that lets Caden know which receiver to throw it to is it looks like you only got 2 guys, so the middle guy's probably going to be the guy that's open.
Absolutely, and we have different calls for this. But I tell you what I like about this team, and it's what I talked to you about early, is because these guys have been in the system. Now we don't always have to call who we're throwing to.
Right.
The receivers know. They look and say, "Oh yeah, that's the guy that's open." This one we throw to the middle receiver, but a lot of times we'll throw it to the outside, and every once in a while we'll throw it to the inside. But this time, just like you said, there's only 2 out here. There's 1 inside of him, 1 outside of him, so it's pretty obvious that the outside guy is going to be open, and we'll
and like you said, as this thing rolls, we'll see how good a job these 2 guys, these receivers do going down, getting the seal. And I sound a little bit like Vince Lombardi there, but getting the 2 seals, and that gives him the alley to run through.
Yeah, and it's funny. People talk about us, the passing game. To us, this is almost a run play.
Yeah.
It's almost like toss sweep to us. We're just going to get the ball out there in a hurry and then do it. But like you said, if these two guys don't block, then the play's going nowhere. And then you can see already we've got 4 linemen. There's 1 right here, 1 right here, 1 right here, 1 right here. 4 linemen getting downfield and blocking, and Jeremy Garcia is the guy that catches it. If he was in here, I'd make fun of him for getting tripped up by the line because it looks like he could have scored right here. Yeah. But a great job by everybody downfield blocking, And that's just a really, really simple play for us, but it's been a great play for us. We call it the quick.
It's been a great play for Roosevelt, and it's been a great play all season, all the time, and Roosevelt uses it very effectively. Coach, we appreciate you letting us in.
No problem,
this
George.
week.
I really appreciate you coming.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
When we come back, we'll run down this week's games, and I'll have my picks right here on the Fever.